Welcome to PSCMS. Good morning, kids. I hope you enjoyed your holidays. After a long break, I don't know whether you are ready or not, but I am ready. So, for the new semester and for the new syllabus, I hope you are ready too. If you have any doubts in your previous chapters, there is no problem. You can go through the YouTube link which I have sent. You can get all the videos and all the chapters related to your syllabus. You can learn it, you can revise it, and then we can start with the new chapters. In this period, we are going to start the new chapter, that is Advanced Features in MS Access. In previous chapters, we have learned how to create blank database, how to create tables, and how to modify that table too. Now in this chapter, we are going to see more features. So in that, the first point is master table concept. Do you know what is exactly master table means? Or what exactly master is called? Master is the word used for where it has some potential importance for particular work. So here master table means where it has a very crucial component part of a database. So what exactly the master table concept in this? We are going to see. There are two types of data classes, master data and transaction data. Now what exactly master data is? Master data means where you don't change the data frequently, and transaction data means where the data needs to be changed frequently. For example, here we'll consider the data regarding the student's record. For example, their roll numbers, their names, addresses are the records which are never going to be changed, or it will be changed very rarely. But their fees details, these will be changed frequently. They have to update it when they paid, how much they need to pay, or when they are not paid. This information will be updated frequently. So it is called as a transaction data. So in the same way, we have the tables too, like master table and transaction table. Master table is a critical component of a database where the records are existence all other database and the location. In master table, data is rarely changed. For example, consider the same student details table where the name, roll numbers will not be changed frequently, right? But in your transaction table, like the student results table, where the marks can be changed, right? Or uh, any details regarding your subject, those all are changes frequently. So here the master table and transaction table are two different entities, and they have a different features and their restrictions too. Okay, now we will move to the next point, that is searching in database. Searching records in a database is way becomes too easy when you exactly don't know where the location of that record is and what exactly that record contains. So at that time, this searching made easy. You might be thinking how? Of course, you have the search box in your Microsoft Access at the bottom of the window where you can type the data which you know, or else if you don't know, so what you can do? Anything related to that particular record. Suppose if you are finding the records for student details like name or address, at that time you can give any roll number if you remember, or if you don't know, you can type anything related to that particular student like the first name or the last name, anything which you can recall. It will be help to you that whatever the record is there related to that, it will be shown to you with the help of search box. Calculation in datasheet. This is one of the finest feature of your MS Access where you can use the total feature for your Access. So how to use that? You just have to select the table, double click on it in the navigation pane. Then the selected table appears in datasheet view automatically. Next, select the home tab, click on the total option in the record group. This displays a new row named total at bottom of your data sheet as in the figure it is given already. Now select the field on which you want to perform the calculation. Here we are selecting marks field. Now select the function from the list. Here we have selected the sum function. Like this you can set the total field or the calculation for your table. These are some of the points we have learned. In the next lecture, I will show you practically how to use these options. In the next lecture, we will see some more features in the same chapter. Till then, take care. Bye bye.